So, how often have you stopped by a newsstand to see the morning headlines? How often do you look for fashion ideas through a magazine? When you get up in the morning, do you turn on your morning news station, or do you get your news, fashion, or events from the web? These were some of the questions I've asked myself prior to becoming a journalism and media major. These are all really important factors because journalism, as we knew it 20 years ago, has evolved into something completely different today. So I'm going to talk to you today about a few things that I call the pros, cons, and fixes to the journalism and media field. Besides loving to write, one of the main reasons I was drawn to this degree was because of how well it branched out into different areas. The many types of journalism and media opportunities can include print media, electronic media, radio, television, magazines, books, or even pamphlets. So, what are some of the pros? Well, certainly with the rise of internet media, we see many additional outlets for journalists. In addition to print media, many journalists can now write for the main websites such as newspaper or magazine websites such as the Huffington Post Online, People Magazine Online, or even your local newspaper online. So, when you think about the cons of the field, for some reason there seems to be a little more concern in this area. One of the reasons for this is what's called citizen journalism. Now, if you're not familiar with this term, it's a normal citizen like you and I that play a role in collecting information for the media. In the article last updated August 29, 2013, the Africa News Service explained you can no longer wait to get the news about what happened yesterday as coverage. Publishing of events has now become a 24-hour thing. In addition to this, it went on to say that citizens take responsibility to be their own reporters and their own newsmakers. And instead of waiting for the professionals to come and cover the breaking news, they like to do it themselves. So, how does this hurt those in the journalism and media field? Well, obviously, for one, it does take some of the work away from those that are trained. Additionally, the FWU, Journal of Sciences Summer 2011 edition, stated that common people can comment on stories and provide resources and information beyond the scope of the mainstream media. In addition to citizen journalism, we also see a rise in the social media, and before we know it, unfortunately, print media may soon be obsolete. So what are some of the potential fixes for these cons to the field? Well, for one, knowing that we're developing into what may soon be a complete digital world, we can certainly take advantage of it. One big advantage is how many people can be reached through digital media. The Business Insider published an article by Henry Blodgett in August of 2013 that outlined just how vast our audience has become. He said every journalist on Earth can now reach nearly every human on Earth, both directly and instantly. So, to conclude, it really doesn't matter if we're looking through our Vogue magazine or if we're going to read our local newspaper. We can even be searching our phones for the latest news, fashion, or events. What matters is, even though we've seen a huge change in the way we receive our media, and whether it's a pro, con, or something that we can fix, there's still many avenues that can make us very successful in this field. In fact, I just want to reiterate, and I'll leave you with this quote from journalist Henry Blodgett again with the Business Insider. He said, "The business of journalism is changing, certainly and especially with newspapers, but journalism itself is entering a new golden age, and it has never been in better shape." Thank you.